Your fellow wandering man, wandering worlds.
First Master, I hope you don't seem to hate me today.
No one doxes each other.
Yes, I will agree on
One.
that.
One Hyo, the whatever, the North Korean escapee.
With
And
cool
also
glasses.
Lemonica, who Sim cannot speak. Is he
Yeah.
echoing again?
No. I'm just
Is he-
gonna tell.
is he
I'm
dead?
gonna DM him.
Has Senti killed him?
Okay.
No, bro. No, bro. I'm just a new crackhead here. Wait.
It's a special guest for the week. Blah 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 blah. First Master introduce her. Or him, I don't know.
Yeah. Yes.
Hello. I'm Santi. I'm also an artist with a crackhead mentality. And yes,
Our
That's it.
audience must have known that already.
yes.
That's
Sure.
not unique around here. Oh, unless you prove us wrong, which we don't want you to.
Yet.
But you just challenged me.
Uh,
Oh yeah,
What
there's something
in-
that she can do.
What
Do you
in the
want a repeat
Icelandic
of-
horsecock did I just do? Why is it called
maybe
cart?
not now.
Yes. I
Why is
came
it
in
called
just right.
cart?
Because
Because yes.
oh, I thought it's cocaine art. So I'm
Oh,
so
we can't just do art by simply just lacing cocaine in it.
Oh
We have
yes.
to do it. We have to first snort, then do it.
There's
I
two
mean-
artists here with a guest artist number 3. Lamonica also does art. Worlds, do you also do art?
No. I'm a,
Okay,
I
I have someone
appreciate
with
art.
yes.
What y'all?
Well, technically, I was practicing sketching,
They snort each other.
but like, I just keep getting off my mind, just trying to do it. As you mentioned,
Whatever
with the
art
curse-
experiences we've had, it's not too serious this week because
Yeah.
the last 2 weeks were super serious.
Mm.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
But like, when
What's
it
your
comes to
favorite
like this, like
though?
starting off art, it's kind of like a difficult way to start, right? Like a difficult start, or like a beginning.
Lamonica's just in the background, like the small kid trying to get into the bigger group.
Oh no, he will later.
I
Later.
will.
Yeah.
We will not allow him yet. We just need to open up the topic before he ruins
I
everything.
will.
But like, but like when it comes to like,
Yeah.
I ain't. I'm actually gonna.
We're
Well,
gonna
like-
ruin him.
Let's see
Backwards.
who's gonna read first. I will reverse.
you need a booster. Yep. So like, as I've understand,
Oh yeah.
because
Are
I've
we
been
starting?
friends
Are
with
we
a few
starting now?
type artists, right?
Yeah.
Most of them would usually tell them it would be a very difficult beginning. It's like starting off, you wouldn't get good, and like as the years pass by, as you keep drawing, you start to develop a certain type of style. So how did those experiences actually go for you guys, like as
Oh.
artists yourselves?
First.
Starting off, you wouldn't even realize it. What?
Yeah, yeah, it's like the
The
issue.
police
You
has
wouldn't-
already come. We haven't done anything yet.
The first master's already doomed.
Sorry. I'm so
First
sorry.
Master has already called the police. You snitch.
What do
Wee
you want
woo.
then? A police car or an ambulance?
The popo is a
Um,
no-go. We don't
the
trust
ambu-
the popo.
No. Why is there no fire truck?
Huh.
Call the
No, that's
call the
not how it's.
Krakenwagen.
No,
That's not
I
how
will.
it sounded.
Can we call the Pope Mobile?
The Pope Mobile.
What in the world, Lamonica?
Oh god. Okay.
Go ahead.
So
Yeah, but like yeah, back to the topic. A hard beginning.
The
right? You
leader's
don't
gone.
even realize it. Yeah, you don't even realize it though.
Yes.
So how did that experience go for you guys? Starting off.
Wait, who wants to start first?
I mean, Lamonica, since you are an artist, I kind of want to hear your side first.
Okay, okay. It was a it was
He's chopping. He's
Lamonica,
chopping
you stop, please.
ham.
no, hello,
He
hello,
gone.
Eh,
normal,
There you
Hello?
go.
Yes, yes.
hello,
I'm definitely
Yeah,
not
come
subduing
closer to the
his
mic.
signal. I'm
mhm.
definitely not subduing
hello,
it. Of course not, I wouldn't.
hello. My
I am
signal
not
was one bar.
responsible.
But anyways, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Greetings, human.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it started off wrong because I have
What
an
the?
You're so quiet.
biology. Hello, hello.
Yes, Lamonica, your volume is so low.
I have
Oh,
to set it to 200 just so I can listen to you.
okay, okay. Wait, let me on. What do you call that? Let me.
Okay, while he's doing that, who else
Yeah,
would like to open?
yeah. Because like myself,
Hello,
I'm
could you
still
hear
starting
me?
off.
Hello.
Yes, we can. Alright, is it good now?
Hello? Okay.
No, it isn't.
So it's first. Okay, I started off by drawing animals.
Okay.
Yes. By grade three, I
Different
started
start.
off drawing animals because science text, science textbook, and then of course you wouldn't want to listen to class. Of course, I didn't listen to class. I ended up drawing birds all, the entire day. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it shifted to cartoon. I tried to draw cartoon. I tried to draw, and find I find it to I don't know. I find drawing conventional things boring. So that's why
Yeah.
fast forward until today. You've seen my art, right? I'm pretty sure you've all seen my art. Yes or no?
I haven't actually.
It's been
May
a
I've
not
while,
seen the
seen.
bro.
blasphemy of what it is.
I
Yes,
mean,
I've drawn a 20 foot tall pigeon.
I
Yes.
yes, we have definitely understand what that is. We have decided
Wait,
that
have you
that's
also seen
glitch.
that? Wait, have y'all seen that though or no?
I
From what I
have.
recall, you've
Mhm.
done horror themed art, or that could
Horror
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah, that's like
Ooh.
one of the themes. That's like one of the
Could
coolest though, like a neon
um
in
uh,
He-
Evangelion theme.
but then other than that, I don't know. I have a hard time doing human anatomy, I guess. Whenever I
Yeah.
draw, whenever I just want to learn human anatomy, I will incorporate a piece of human into my drawing. Like my pigeon monster. I incorporated a human arm.
It kind of sounds like a Trevor Henderson
Imagine a
type
20
thing.
foot tall pigeon.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Wait, do you
Actually,
want, wait, do,
Yeah.
no, wait, do you want me to, I'll send a picture. Wait, let me
no,
go
I've
to
actually seen it though. I've actually seen those. Yeah, it was sent
Ashley, have
here.
you seen it?
Yeah, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's actually
Senti, have
cool.
you seen it?
Yeah.
So like, yeah,
Okay.
that's like one of the
The
themes. Like when it comes to like art, like the idea like horror and it. One
yeah.
of my personal favorites are like those Photoshop ones, like Trevor Henderson, right? That's like one
Yo.
way of doing.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can go to other ones like Natrix, where she has certain art styles, where she can also make it really messed up and gory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like one of them.
Also,
Yeah.
also, what kind of art are y'all gravitating to? For me, I'm gravitating to the more surreal, what the fuck ones.
I'm the type that likes landscape and fantasy type drawings, but it's gonna take a long time for me because it takes because
On
of
on style,
yeah.
impressionist style, or
Yeah, then for like
semi-realistic.
yeah.
Man, I just have a crackhead unstable style.
So like whenever you're just in a bed, Senti, you're just like lying down relaxing, like just empty minded, right? Your brain's like ding, and
Yeah,
you
it's like
just draw
yeah, it's like
like one.
it's literally like, you know what? I'm just gonna draw this kind of thing today. Then the next day, it's like I hate it. Time to start
Eh.
it again.
Man, it's not
Mhm.
as extreme as that, but it does happen from months ago or a year ago, I would look at it again. I choose okay. I will not look at it again.
From time to time, I actually do like when I did start off. I had to check out my artworks, right? And I just tell myself, what am I looking at?
Some age well, some don't.
Yeah, some do age
Wait,
well.
do y'all update
Hence
it?
why certain ones also revise it, like
Oh,
from the first rung, and then they went back to do it again, but better.
What is what is it, Lemonica?
Oh yeah, what
oh,
is it?
oh! I was about to ask, do y'all update it? And I mean, I got the answer already. But for me, since
Yeah.
I use pen and paper, I could just erase it and redo it. So I don't have to redo the whole.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
when it comes to like digital art, it's actually more enough. You can actually save a lot more resources,
Of
and you
time.
already have the
Yeah.
everything in your hands, like from the coloring to the tools. So it's kind of
Yes.
like that seems to be like the most easiest thing for like artists nowadays, which is
I,
digital art.
I mean, unless with the annoying thing is that what if you made like this one like line in like a wrong layer, then you have to find like let's say 90 layers to just to find to erase that one stroke.
Yeah, but I think I've also recalled that certain ones also like make the mistake of like forgetting to add layers, right? And so when they deleted it, everything disappears, so it's back to zero.
Yeah.
I think I can understand that fate because I'm kind of a tradition. I'm more into traditional because I don't have any type of tool used for drawing digitally. I mean, like, yeah, that's like a cool way to start off, like with a mouse too, right?
Yeah. Here's an interesting like story. There's this I'm not sure if you know the second opening of Boku no Hero Academia, the peace
Yeah.
sign. The singer did like digital art with his mouse for a while
Mhm.
to the point where his hand or his wrist was already straining.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I was like,
Ooh.
yo, the talent.
I mean,
Ooh.
there,
Uh,
so the topic was, I don't know, a very rough beginning when starting off art, since it basically happens most of the time for like a novice. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's first going to be like the roughest path to take, and then the more you take it, it gets easier and easier in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah.
well,
I mean, in the end, it's just training your intuition, though. Like,
Mm.
I mean, it usually starts off with a marker as a metric, but then gradually it becomes intuition. So I think the point of it is to make it into intuition.
Well,
But
I
then,
guess. Yeah.
yes. Uh,
Oh, sorry.
is-
No, sorry. I have a cough right now.
I know I came I I came I came back from a meeting, so yeah, feel dead. By the way, a while ago, when I was starting the meeting, right? When I was in another meeting, I'm pretty sure y'all heard something, right?
No, not
Yes, we
really.
heard your
My,
brother.
yeah. No. My org mate, my org boss.
Uh,
Someone shot. One of you
Well,
anal
fuck him.
penetration. No,
What?
one of y'all shouted anal penetration, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh.
Why? Why is it a
oh no.
problem?
Yes, because
It went from art to
Wait,
to kids.
did they
This
saw
is
it?
not.
Did they
You
heard?
have to
no,
learn this when you grow
they
up.
heard it. They heard it. The thing is, Lemonica here isn't Lemonica there because Lemonica there is not. What the fuck?
Mm-mm. Of course,
Oh.
from an
What
organization, you have to some decency. I
Yes,
see.
what a
yes.
nice segue.
What? Yes.
Um,
But like, but like
Yes.
going.
We're not acting in persona. This is actually us.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah,
We're just
technically.
using fake names.
I mean, technically,
Okay.
degenerate groups,
Yes.
except for one Hyop, because who's actually the most sane right now.
Probably.
For now.
No, don't
Oh, no.
worry. We will orally penetrate you on Hyun.
What in the
Permission
flip
not to
flap
be
fuck?
involved.
Get away from me!
I s- Unfortunately, Lamonica
Can there be
says
one
otherwise.
podcast where I'm not verbally molested? Each time, all of you want to smash me.
I don't want to.
I would
What?
I
Don't
would like
include me in there. You.
Get away from me. I'll
I would
fight
like
back too.
I would like to be excluded from this
I
narrative.
would like
Yeah. That's
I would like you to fight back. Give your best.
Pro homo. Hashtag pro homo.
Yes.
Pro homo, pro bono.
Well,
Yes, the more homo you get, the more normal it is.
Mhm.
I mean,
So-
yeah, I've heard of Unilever. They've released a commercial that says, normal is not normal. It's like they find the word normal disfitting at this point.
Bruh, yes, the floor
mean-
is also made out of floor.
I mean, technically, that's a
Yes.
good segue. The idea of like the idea of normal art to say,
Yes. The floor.
because certain aspects of like art that can be considered normal, is like the usual like fan arts of Lord of the Rings, right? Or
Also, the reason why I'm being super normal is because this is about art.
yeah,
It's big
art is
on
art
me,
is art is
but
meant to be respected.
I don't know where to
Also,
begin.
Also, random
Really,
question.
I was
random-
expecting you to have lots
Just-
of ideas.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really
Mhm.
broad topic. But given like certain aspects, art is kind of uh has many variety of meanings to it, which is why it can
Yes.
also be a bit difficult to tackle on. Like
Yes.
as of last night, where one can consider art like a banana just taped to the wall with duct tape.
Or a urinal.
Yeah, we could talk about that idea because it's kind of like deriving
I
from
like
the idea of why you call it why it seems to be normal nowadays.
I mean, yes, if you could meaning from it, it's art. Regardless of what the fuck it is.
But like if it's so minimalistic, right? that just by getting a fruit that you buy from like a dollar store or something, and some duct tape from a hardware store,
I like, but
and just
honestly though,
taping it to a wall, it
Yeah.
kind of beats the point of being like intending to have a purpose or giving meaning to it.
no, I mean, there's purpose in having no meaning at all.
Hmm.
I
I
mean,
mean, I've heard of. I mean, I forgot the name of the artist, but there's this artist that that only pastes brand names on his art, and
I mean,
says
Warhol.
Oh
Andy
yeah,
Warhol,
Andy
bro.
Warhol.
art in Andy Warhol, and says it's a mass production of art. Art has become what you call that. What you call this? Yeah, art has become commodified. So
Yeah.
then, if art is commodified, then anything can be art because in
It's also working on the basis that
Can be
art
modified.
is an idea. It's not an object. It's an
Mm.
idea.
it's an idea.
So if it's just an idea, why even bother making it an object?
so yeah.
Mm.
So
It's
yeah.
an
So
idea.
where does that
Have a
motivation come
jar
from?
of sperm, and I call it the
What is going to be called the milk bucket?
I I want
What?
I want
So that's the first thing you thought of as an example, huh? Really?
Bruh, Rainbow Dash is calling.
it
Because
can
anything
be art.
goes.
I mean,
I mean,
I'm-
he kind of gave the idea.
I mean,
One
look,
one just said art is an idea, so he decided yes, a couple of sperms in a jar.
yes, that's art. I call it the safe sperm edition.
Bruh.
God.
I mean,
That
Fucking
can-
bruh.
I mean,
I
going,
decide I don't want to be an artist anymore.
I mean, going back to the like purpose or like, well, the idea is more of the idea. ironically. But like, remember when RC like released their commercial with like it's like the bottle head and then the glass back
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
commercial. Literally,
Yeah.
the creator said they were like asked like, "What's the meaning of this?" Wala lang. It doesn't have to have a meaning. It as long as it's an idea that like makes the audience think or like makes them like wonder about it's art.
I mean,
But yes,
yeah.
Of
but
course, it doesn't have a meaning,
I'll be
but
right
then
back.
it comes from the point that it's a commercial. It's an
Yeah.
advertisement.
Mm-mm.
It's still supposed it still has a meaning. It can't
mm,
not have a meaning. It's
mhm.
shock. It's a provocation. And then unless that kinetic concept has some sort of meaning to it, it's either we don't know if you add meaning to it or what. What is it really?
Yes. But let me toss y'all a question. When do you call art failed art? When's the line? Yes, failed art.
What?
If no one ever
Art
knows
that
about
failed.
it.
No. That still has meaning because because it's intrinsic to you. But what? And it has a possibility to have intrinsic meaning to others. It has a possibility. But when is it a failed art? When does art become failed?
Well, where are you looking at this from?
I mean, do we look at it from the author's perspective? Like the author like the author tried to impart something, but he couldn't. He doesn't have the style or capability to. Or do we look at it from the standpoint that if the audience couldn't get what the author is trying to derive, no matter how good it is, it's considered failed art?
It's
I
failed art
mean,
if it never
which
starts.
that's still art.
Yeah. There's no such meaning as
Because
good and
it's
bad
an
art, bro.
object. But since art is an idea, can an idea be failed art?
Okay, is
But
it wait? Is there a failed idea in the beginning to begin with?
Yes. So art is not
So,
an idea. An idea is an idea.
an idea is
but
an
art
idea.
is the okay.
Hmm?
Go you go.
But the idea, like, there's when you say like an idea is a failed, well, quote unquote failed art, wouldn't that put all like the branch of concept art into failed ideas or bad art rather or failed art?
What's
Because
concept
No, it
art?
concept art is like you doodle around to find the thing, and then some concept art gets past, some concept art fails to make it a cut. But yes, there's still art.
yeah,
But
which
would
goes
that be
back to
called failed
your
art?
it goes back to your question where is there such thing as failed art? I would have to like reiterate the answer from earlier where there's no such thing as failed art unless the artist says so on their own work. If people try to judge that this is failed art, well, it's up to their interpretation that they think it's failed art.
Hmm, point.
Mhm.
Failed art only in declaration by its creator.
Yes, it is.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm just boiling some tea right now.
Is all art
Un-
inherently political?
unless
Mm.
you unless you think
Oh,
about how to differentiate the political from the personal from the social.
but wait. Can we define what political is first, just to be sure we're on the same people?
I mean, political. I mean, politics can only be described by a dictionary, like the activities associated with governance of a country or other area, especially the debate or conflict among individuals or parties, having hope to achieve power. That seems to be the dictionary's purpose of describing politics.
Mhm.
Hmm, basically.
Mm-hmm.
because we're working together.
8
But what
together
if it's
strong. Oh god.
but what if it's like, you know, that I draw art just for my own entertainment? Would that be political?
Not really.
I'm not doing it for self-expression. I'm doing it for like my own, enjoyment.
No, because it was he
Yes.
who made. Oh
You
wait,
can.
Yes,
you can.
yes, you can.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
conflicted with that.
When
Okay.
artist
Well,
when the
see
artist
the.
is completely forgotten, but then there's the time period when it was made.
Oh, okay.
So the
Okay.
time period defines an artist as a generalization or a stereotypicalization of an artist,
Does an
of
artist
the
need to be a
creator.
person?
Yes.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, there's like controversial stuff when it comes to art as well. Yeah.
Lemonica's just keeps opening doors we can't
Yes.
follow.
I mean,
I
if you
mean, yeah,
think
you
about
keep
it,
branching
has
off, and
been
it's
an
so
AI.
difficult to keep track.
Yes, I know, but can I just mention? Yeah,
Right. So,
I mean, like,
so
can I just mention that there's already an AI that could actually paint with its own creativity? Or no, I'm not sure if it's called creativity, but imitated creativity. Yes,
it's too.
yes.
We should just. No, we should just
I
do
don't
some
even
steps
remember where we
first.
came from now.
I mean, we
We're
came from.
lost.
I mean, technically, no. We come from first the idea of the this idea of normal art, and like those the other points of what makes something artistic, right?
Uh-huh.
So as stated, like that banana strapped in the wall with duct tape. That's one we're kind of talking about at first. And I just left just the boiled tea. Are you kidding?
Yes,
Really?
yes.
So that's what you were talking about.
This is what happened.
Well,
I
that
mean, it
depends on the
depends
person.
on how you
On
define what the artist is. What's an art?
The question is that would you want to keep that relationship of the artist to the artworks? For
mm,
example, let's talk about this in music, which is very prevalent right now.
yeah.
When we hear like bad things that this artist have has done, it's kind of hard to listen to their stuff, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there are times where people actually still listen to this artist because they want to, like, they actually have the
For the
ability to
sake of
like separate it. But for
Separate,
me,
yeah.
as it's hard for me since that this artist has created something that's probably personal to them, but
Mm-mm.
once that artist puts it out into the world, that their song could have a different meaning to that certain person, which can be meant their song. That's why people say this is my favorite song, I relate this, because they have their own story or their own relation to that song. So that's how they treat it. Like that's how they treat it in a way.
Mm.
That's how some people treat it that I know.
From what I recall, there's actually some. I don't know if this is true. Like some questionable actions done by Cave Town, but I still listen to his music nonetheless. Because it's something that I can relate to. But sadly, it's just difficult because it's just basically the music itself we focus on, not the individual in themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have mixed feelings about it, especially when the creator itself has like issues about different things, or like he became a criminal. It's kind of like a bittersweet for me, and at the same time
Mm.
confusing, because at the time when you finally get back to their artwork or like music
I mean,
genre,
yeah. Technically, the most questionable ones that you can think of is ones of the case of Pablo Picasso. Revolutionary artwork, questionable actions he did in his life. I don't know, somewhat. I don't know if that's really true.
My stand is that the poet slash artist slash creator is almost never important.
That's like yeah.
It shouldn't be. They shouldn't be important
Hmm.
Their piece is the one that's supposed to be important,
unless
not
you
them.
want them to be.
Hmm.
Or they
Caravaggio killed a man. You know,
Yeah.
there are cases from old art, old masters that have done questionable and even criminal stuff,
Yeah,
and
but
yet
like
we don't think about that because it was so long ago. That's what the people are gonna think in the future about current artists today.
that sounds like a plot to like
but
something from like a very uh destructive, corrupted like individual, eh? And then from
right.
learning like principles of Buddhism and Zen, kind of goes from that, kind of goes off from there. That kind of has that type of feeling if I think about it.
I say
But
the creation should not define the creator unless
yeah,
they want it to, and vice versa.
mm.
Just leave them both on their own sides.
I mean technically one could also. I mean if it's like this idea of art. Just imagine trying to describe a person. Why you should describe technology as art, which it kind of can, since like certain aspects of it make it look very aesthetic in a way.
Hmm.
I
Mhm.
mean, I recalled someone talking about like what's this? Their most favorite type of art is looking at nature, like a scenery of old technology or overgrown by grasses and certain plants.
Mhm.
That's one of the themes that they like the most.
Wait, random question.
Yeah,
Would you mind? Is nature art?
nature is kind of considered art
Yeah.
I mean,
itself.
is it
Yeah.
art because you perceived it to be art, or is it art
Because you perceive it to
because
be art.
Yeah, you
you
perceive it to be.
Beauty is
in that case,
what you perceive as beauty. Is what you think of your
Mhm.
within
in that
yourself as
case,
beauty.
Hmm.
the artist may not even exist at
Well,
Yes.
all.
how you look at it.
Yeah,
Unless you're looking at it in the extreme
yeah,
secularist stand that
yeah.
whether it's intended or not intended, nature is
You,
beautiful with or without intention. Is it still beautiful? Of course it is. You perceive it as beautiful. Therefore, to you, it's art. But was it ever created as art?
hmm
Sorry about. Have to
But
check
what
my
about
tea.
revolting art that
Revolting
make
art.
you revolt inside?
Isn't
Shouldn't
that what
those?
Philippines did? Use art as a revolt.
No, no. Like revolting art, the
Wait,
ones
oh
that will
sorry.
make you throw out your
Disgusting.
insides.
Oh sorry, hold on.
Yes.
Oh, revolted art.
Yes. What
Disgusting.
should we do with what should we do with revolted art? Should we let it be, or should we, you know?
It's just there. It only has power if you give it power.
Yeah.
hmm So
Actually, I want.
Hmm.
I'm like, so
Which is the reason why that's the weakness of political art. It's only powerful if people give it power.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, I want to
Kind of.
touch on. I want to touch on that phrase of all art is political, which I don't think it is, because if you try to say all art is political, it kind of broadens and blurs the definition of like what politics is. That to the point where it becomes meaningless when you think about it. Because if we try to say all art is political, it implies that all art has like this message that we should all understand, that there's something like within, like, okay, what's this blue curtain, it means that the writer is sad. The curtain is just blue, man.
Mm. Mm-mm. It's not at all.
Unless you want to interpret it as
Yeah.
political. Only then.
Mm-mm.
mhm. Wait. Mhm. I mean, if you,
Remember
I mean,
Goya? Remember
yeah.
Goya's black paintings? The paintings that he intended no one to ever learn or know about till he
Hmm.
died. And then the paintings turned out to be the most scathing criticism of the Spanish monarchy. There was no intention, and yet it was still political. The intention was a criticism within himself only, not to be in the public realm. So is it still political if it was intended as a, a remark towards something in the for through to the government, but then it did not play any role within within the public opinion or politics of the
I
day?
mean, still political though,
In
because in the
essence,
end, in essence, it affected the artist. It's like his manifesto, but in pictorial form. So in
so
essence,
it's
it's still
it's an intention, not in what it does.
yes.
I'm
Because
kind of
I mean,
conflicted with this though.
mm,
Hmm.
Okay,
why?
because like when we when we talk about how artists and their artwork versus how the people or the audience perceive it, of course there's gonna be like numerous meanings, right? Even there's gonna be sometimes where the artist did not literally intended that. Of course, I'm not sure if you've heard of this news article about Eli Buendia, the guy from Eraserheads,
Hmm.
revealing the meaning of Polarium, his song.
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah.
it's because a lot of people think it's about the Pepsi Paloma case. So
Mm,
a lot of, he said in an interview where he really liked the fact that people took it to a whole new level of giving it like meaning of like or a myth or rumor to the point where it has its own like life, even though there's a chance that the artist did not mean it, which in his words, the song was about him being drunk. And then a lot of people were
That's another
skeptical about.
facet.
There's a lot of people got skeptical because, of course, the rumor is so like powerful. But then again, this goes back to the point where how artists like define their work, and like when once they share it to
Right.
the world, once they share their artworks to the world rather, they don't have any control. Even though it's not supposed to be political, there's going to be people who happen to be on the political side that's going to give it like a political meaning to it.
mhm,
It goes back to the, if this certain group of people uh, uh, gave this kind of power or this kind of strong
Excuse
meaning
me.
somehow related to that group, it's going to have their own like meaning.
mhm.
That's
But the
essentially politics. They're
yes,
mythologizing an art piece.
Yeah.
yes. I mean, I don't know.
So
Like,
it can be intention and it cannot be an intention, whether from the artist himself or the public.
mhm.
Yeah.
Also, I mean to also add up on that. Do everyone know who Pepe Le Pew is? The skunk.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Apparently, he's being
Hmm?
cancelled. He's being cancelled for being too political.
Who?
Pepe Le
Sorry.
Pew. Yes, Pepe Le
Oh,
Pew.
okay.
The thing that the skunk that chases the cat, that looks like a skunk.
Okay.
Does anyone
Uh,
does anyone of you know that?
yeah.
Of course I
Unfortunately,
remember
no.
Looney Tunes.
I mean, okay. I don't know where I'm hitting at, but then
Wait,
Pepe Le Pew is being
I gotta
cancelled
get a memory change. Okay.
because even though he's done as a joke, right? As a joke of a overly overly exaggerated sexual predator, right? People are canceling him out because he is quote unquote a sexual predator. So
He's a stereotypical
Huh.
so
Frenchman.
since
Okay, now I see Pepe Le Pew now. Yep, the skunk.
yes,
Yeah.
that. So just to build up on what Senti has been saying, art actually the creator has no real control of the art
Ah,
because initially Pepe Le Pew was meant to be as a comedic character, not a political one. Yes. Then yes.
mm.
So would you call that a bastardization of the original meaning?
I mean, technically, because they already made it a political standpoint, since it's basically
Yeah.
So
satirical.
yes. So if we were to put it in that way, is the one that Senti said a bastardization of what the original song?
I mean, not really, because
Um,
like
but
I
wait,
don't
let's
know. I
define what
really I can't
bastardization means.
really delve into this topic because I'm not well known with.
The
Yes,
So
okay,
but
the
sadly,
thing
no.
with the bastardization of
Monica, this is
this
too
art,
nebulous to think about.
the
Mm.
thing
We're,
okay, the thing I can argue about the
I
cancellation
had my
thing
debate.
is the only thing I can argue with that is that there's always going to be that generation of not understanding what our humor is back then versus
Yeah,
now. So I can't say it's a bastardization because of course there's going to be the younger Gen Zs versus the older Gen Zs finding that funny and the younger ones finding it cancel culture worthy.
Yes,
So
but
you can't
it's
then
really say it's a
art.
bastardization.
just doing
but then what
having
is
this war about
bastardization?
this idea of categorizing generations. It's something I really don't want to go into because while I do have a standpoint, I really wish I did. I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
Would you
But yeah,
suppress Greek and Roman forms
no, I
because
don't
they're
because
because they're
this
nudes?
no, the idea of this is basically it's a category. It's not never meant to be started as some kind of competition between who did who first.
Yes.
Yeah.
The point is people have certain historical aspects, have certain significance they did in their time. That's the entire gist.
So
Comparing it
basically,
to like competing like with the youth who do better is already a very foolish task to do.
yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
talking about Pepe Le Pew being a character from a corporate body in a
Mm.
capitalist system, of course they would bow down to public opinion if it's
Of
strong
course.
enough.
I
Yeah.
mean,
But
Because
then you wouldn't compare that to the Middle Ages repressing Greek and Roman statuary form, because that would just be another time from another time. Today,
because
it's radically different.
because unfortunately those tactics are kind of like a chess thing where you going against the popular opinion is like you being the king but you got checkmate because the most powerful pieces have already gone over you or they're basically surrounding you.
It's the tyranny of either relativity or the what do you
Objectively.
call it, mass opinion, public
Mm,
opinion.
mm,
yeah. Another thing I can add on the Pepe
mm.
Le Pew thing. He's a fictional character, dude.
Yeah,
If
that's
it's
the thing.
But the thing is, they're saying that acting out. He's harassing the cat. The cat even wanted it. It's like it's like you it's like you like what
Although it's kind of
the Me Too
although
movement
thinking
and
back
etc.
in a
People,
childhood.
okay, let's say
Okay.
they into the cat being hey,
He's
hello.
too invested in
He's
this.
slowly vanishing to the
yeah,
the other dimensions.
Even the podcast doesn't
where
want to support
where
this.
no 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 where
Lamon,
like where the reason why he's trying where the reason why he's phasing out is he's trying to trying to ask for help because Pepe Le Pew's trying to get to him.
actually,
Yeah, sadly
Oh
you are.
yeah,
Lamonica, should we
uh,
burn the sod?
no,
Should we
I am.
cancel the sod?
Should we?
hmm.
Really? Is this is the sod is horribly
No,
worse? But then
listener.
if the generation finds out about him, he will certainly get canceled. But should he?
But why cancel though? I mean, the term of it is just dumb.
Cancel culture.
Really.
Cancel culture's weird, bro.
It's kind of
Yeah,
like
cancel
it's
culture.
it's kind
It's
of like
But then,
a young child with a bed hammer.
yes, I know. But then, if you want to, if you, I could make a really exaggerated and what do you call that?
Mm.
If I could really make, yes,
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
kind of like
It's
that.
basically it. It's basically
It's
that.
basically the it's basically the second coming of the witch trials.
Oh
yes,
Mm.
man. Okay. I want to go back on the Pepe Le Pew thing again. Um, maybe this is an analogy. How come people are canceling Pepe Le Pew, a fictional character, which is an animal, which probably a lot of people find it funny. They want to cancel him, but they can't cancel actually problematic anime characters that people from that generation or people find
Yeah,
attractive, and that's
exactly.
okay for them.
but
Well,
then if you
exactly.
think about it,
Okay. Let's think of one of them. Which is
because it's
which
actually, there's
one
a
easy.
can
lot.
you
There's
think
a
of?
lot. Boku no
At least one of them.
There's Dazai from Bungo Stray Dogs.
Mm.
yeah.
There's
oh,
Bakugo.
I can never really
Because
but in
it
the
was
manga
understand
though,
the
easy
he
to
complex.
changed
target a
though.
cartoon
Yeah, he did. He
character.
Yeah.
did
But
though.
then,
According to the
honestly,
creators, he really changed.
mhm. But then if you think about it, Japanese anime is people have developed a certain desensitization. Also, you can also factor in that Japanese anime is, shall we say, not as popular. Wait, not that as
Have we
popular.
forgotten that there are anime characters that have been canceled?
Actually, yeah, there
Correct.
have been.
I'm
Remember
not
Yeah,
that.
the,
recently.
Recently.
remember the Sugoi Desai girl, Dekai girl,
Hmm.
Oh
the one
yeah.
Oh,
with the big
She's gonna
boobs.
have an anime adaptation though.
yeah.
That sounds like a plot of what's this Ozaki-chan.
What?
Is that
Yes.
Ozaki-chan?
I'm sorry. Pardon, pardon.
That's like the retake of Ozaki-chan.
Oh, dude.
Starring one.
The kid with the huge disproportionate boobs, and then
Yeah,
people
that's
hate
the
it.
thing I
Yeah.
questioned.
Yeah, but
It's an
then,
anime character. It doesn't.
wait,
Have you watched anime? It doesn't make sense at all.
but then if
Well,
you think
yeah,
about it, what if
but like you just gotta go into their minds and just
born
think
with it?
And then
why.
you're
But
questioning
if it,
body proportions.
But then if
Okay.
you think about born with it, like born in that type of body size,
Hmm.
if I was to rephrase this, isn't that anime giving those type of people a representation, and isn't that what cancel culture is about? Giving people representation.
Yes,
Ugh.
So
because people have a
so
voice now.
so would canceling that anime be wrong because you're stifling representation in favor of in favor of conventional standards?
Hmm.
Their cancel culture is on that basis. They're doing
Yes,
these things,
you
but
see the
why?
hypocrisy of this. Wait, do
What
you see
sort
the
of
hypocrisy?
standard are they working at?
There's no
Mm-mm.
standard.
Yeah,
It's
I
Because
know.
because
That's
it's what
why
it
on
is. Because it's
that's why it's shit. They're not
it's
working
on
on
the
any sort of moral standard. There is no moral standard.
They're,
They're just canceling for the sake of canceling.
they're canceling when somebody did something wrong, even though it's not really a biggie thing. Well, there's a stand where, well, there's not really a stand, but like it's that when people find out that this influencer, this artist, or this celebrity has done one thing wrong,
Hmm.
Uh
they
huh.
were like, okay, cancel this person. Then they
yeah.
just forget about the good things that they have done. I think a good example would be
Hmm.
PewDiePie. He has donated
mm, yeah.
millions,
If
bro.
we're going on the category of PewDiePie, his diss track of Cocomelon and Takeshi 69 got taken down by YouTube actually.
Yeah, dude.
Uh,
dude.
It's back. The channel it's back now.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
Uh,
he's
but like, I don't understand why they had to do that because it was a diss track. It's a
yeah.
satire
it was
about
a
yeah.
knee-jerk reaction.
Guys,
There,
Because the thing is,
there's logic there.
guys, you could
Hmm.
I have a
cancel me.
feeling some people got hurt because of it. Since
No,
What?
no, it was
By
pre-related
parents
to.
that think
Our art
Cocomelon's the
doesn't
most
care
beautiful
about.
channel?
Art doesn't
No,
care
no, it's
about
purely
feelings.
it's purely through the system by YouTube. It was removed because it
Users
triggered the
copyright.
system, which was
Mm.
Yeah,
already
yeah, yeah.
experienced from previous scandals.
I see.
So any channel with curse words mixed with children, of course it would get removed.
So guys,
Mm.
I just realized something that I have done. This whole time, my audio equipment was not picking up my mic because I forgot to put it in here.
Yes.
Yeah,
Only
you're
now
back
we can hear
track
you.
now.
No,
Monkey
Yeah.
brain.
no, I mean the streaming software. It was not connected to
Sorry.
my mic.
Oh.
So you
Oh,
can cancel me now because I'm fucking moron.
Oh,
Monkey brain.
No, we don't.
There's
No
always
one cares
there's always
about
something
you, so we
wrong.
can't cancel you. I'm so sorry.
wait,
You're not
Oh.
important enough.
Wait.
We can't cancel
wait,
you.
Oh
wait.
dear.
So the parking
oh my god.
So
or what?
yeah, cancel culture has this sort of moral standard, which is just a simulacrum of what is moral. It's not
Mm,
really.
yeah,
They just think that it is because they believe that other people know what they're doing, and so they would follow.
yes. On
Okay.
a lighthearted note,
Oh god. Excuse me.
are y'all willing to conduct another Salem witch trial on special snowflake? I'm willing to.
What?
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 Nothing.
Why?
I'm
Why are
willing.
we going back to the Salem witch
Veronica, you're
trial?
back. I guess
We
you're
already
back
have
now.
one. We don't need another one.
You
Okay.
know. Okay. Okay. I think serious Lamonica wants to have a timeout for a while. But yeah.
Serious
Get out of
Monica
here.
doesn't even make more sense.
Monica,
Oh,
you're
dear.
overthinking this so much. We were just gonna be talking about our art experiences individually, and now we're talking about Pepe Le Pew.
I mean, technically, that's kind of like a good topic, though. Alright, the
Oh
cancel
my
Yo,
culture
fucking
of
Oh
god.
art.
my gosh.
You're welcome.
I
You're
have to
welcome.
agree.
Technically,
Actually,
Pepe
But
Le Pew-
still,
Monica-
you kind of messed it up a bit.
What did I miss?
But we're still talking about art.
Lamonica tried to bring back the
The
Salem
Monica
witch
got
trials.
weird again.
LaMonica
Salem
kept
was-
opening
want-
doors we can't follow. No, we don't want. We don't. Only you want
need-
this.
We spent years removing the Salem witch trials, like the kind of like unfair justice system that was being pushed. You know how hard it is to maintain a proper justice system, and you want to bring
Yes.
back the Salem witch trials,
No, no,
basically undoing the work of everyone who has dedicated their lives to it. And who the fuck is echoing?
It's you, I guess.
You're echoing yourself.
Oh my god.
You
yeah,
have a
yeah.
gun.
And we
You're
can't
pointing a gun to yourself, cocaine.
I'm
Oh
hearing
my
my
God.
own demons as I speak.
Wait,
okay.
I didn't
You
mean
are your own demon.
Here's
I
a
mean,
good question for y'all.
Oh.
for the.
What?
I didn't
Oh,
mean
here's a
for the
good,
witch.
uh,
I mean for the special snowflakes out there.
I mean, like, okay, what's the question?
I'm
Sophie?
sorry. How does
Okay.
that make it any better?
Okay, here's a good question. Like, what's the one artwork, whether it be a let's say a visual art, music, or whatever. What's the one art that you find very weird but very cool in a way?
Mm,
That's a hard
wait.
question.
I gotta refresh.
1945 by Francis Bacon.
The one art that I
It's a
find very
painting.
strange.
What's this? I had an interest in cursed artworks, not like cursed memes. I'm talking about like legit cursed artworks, like The Anguished Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's not too weird though.
It's weird. Yeah, that's weird, but like what makes me question it is its purpose of being made, other than the fact that he's an anguished man.
Because it's only weird if it's coming from somewhere that it should be normal.
Hmm.
But it's not. It's its own thing.
I guess so. Okay.
which is really noble. That's why we love these things.
Actually, I got a weird story to tell you. Like, when SM Bug, actually, that's let me see. So I was around the mall, and let's say the said mall actually chopped down trees. Right? That was the time when they were the biggest source of trees in where I lived. Okay.
Mm.
So when as I was walking around this said mall, the most ironic, the most hypocritical thing I've seen was an artwork that's blocking the construction, but it's basically a nature themed artwork. So I find it very that was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Because it had the theme of nature, right? But at the back, you just see constructions of more parking lots. So yeah, that's one of those things that I find
But
why it was like the most
but if you for me,
ironic.
that sounds interesting.
It was really ironic though. Like
It
it
is.
was
It's
yeah, it was a
ironic,
feminine
but it
picture
feels like
of
it could be a
nature.
political.
Behind it was construction work.
Uh, okay, I'm gonna
I,
answer my own
I
question
actually like
here.
how you describe.
Because and here's the thing, it was just me that saw it. Like everyone else was just minding their own business. I was just there looking at it. Like I was I was really questioning so many things, just why they had to use it. Like that specific type of
Capitalism.
wall. Yeah, capitalism though. It's a mall.
Bro, I like how it's like the most anime feeling where everyone is minding their own business, and you yourself is like literally like freeze frame, and you realize that, and
The
your brain just goes
isekai main
galaxy.
character.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, yeah.
so deco there.
Yeah. I can answer my own
There's
question
so
with
many
this one.
ironic things that I've seen coming from where I live. Like whenever I go out of town to explore, that's just one
God.
of them.
I'm gonna answer my own question, which is, I really appreciate, like, not really appreciate, but I really find John Cage's 433 interesting.
John.
John
What?
Cage is a composer basically.
Mm.
433 is basically 4 minutes and 33 seconds of silence.
Yes,
So
that one.
yeah, so
Wait,
the
was
purpose of
He's
the per huh
oh okay.
Oh
Hold on,
yeah,
sorry,
John
sorry.
Cage. I
Yeah.
know that.
John Cage's 433. The purpose of 433 is when the, like, let's say, pianist is performing like solo in like a concert hall. You can, in the concert hall, you can hear like coughs and sneezes and like
Yeah,
other
yeah,
stuff, right? In
Mhm.
what
yeah.
how we define it back in school is, we call it chance music. Basically, while the piece is performing, there's gonna be additional noises.
is it the piece as slow as possible?
No,
No.
no, it's like it's
Oh, okay, because
basically
It's
that's one of
literally just negative space.
it's
I
just
was
silence,
expecting
bro.
I was expecting as slow as possible. The ones used to play in church organs.
Yeah, there's
Ah, dude.
No,
Yeah.
no, we're not going there.
Oh no. But
Yeah,
like
because, yeah, we're
but
not gonna
like
go there.
yeah, it's where chance music is basically like, um it's like ad lib, except the ad libs are just either sneeze, coughs, and claps. You get the idea.
Hmm.
Basically sounds in a concert hall while the pianist is just sitting there for 4 minutes and 33 seconds without playing anything.
Uh, hmm. Actually, speaking of music, I think there were some questionable things about Eric Satie, but but I guess my most favorite composition there is Gymnopédie,
Yeah, dude.
a very melancholic composition.
Dude, sorry to tilt this in like a crackhead way, is that every time my brain like short circuits and doesn't want to think, that piece just plays in my head while I'm just staring off into blank space.
I was expecting like your crackhead will go from instead of like from not Gymnopédie to like Chopin's Nocturnal Number 9, I think.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
I was expecting that, but Gymnopédie, I find that so weird.
I like
It's
the
just
Gymnopédie.
Bro, it's a beautiful piece.
yeah, but
bro.
like
I like
your
it.
crackhead to play that when it just breaks.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Or alternative is Claire de Lune because of Filthy Frank.
Yeah, Claire de Lune. No, no. Why? Wait, I got.
I have
Wait,
nothing
wait,
to add because in
Yeah,
starting a
I haven't
topic
shared
of art,
mine though.
Oh, sorry.
there's nothing for me to say.
Let the first master speak.
No,
Or
it's not grand, but for me, I find weird but cool are definitely the Japanese ads. That's why the ad from RC Cola didn't make me much of a a big shock. Of course, when I first watched it, it's kind of weird, but I only think of the Japanese ads that I saw earlier back then. So yeah, it is cool for me. I don't know.
I mean, Japanese art in general, or just whether advertising, manga, or just anything that's from there is just interesting in general.
It's
Mm.
bizarre.
I don't know how they get the inspiration though. It's really cool.
I want.
With a history of denying war crimes, maybe you too could have weird art.
Yes, we can.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to Japanese music, it's always either idealization, like Joey Hisaichi and Toshifumi Hinata's music,
Mm-mm.
or ephemeralism, like Sakamoto.
I like
It's always
Sakamoto.
either one of the two.
I I I can't really follow up since like I listen to like a lot of J-pop, like let's say Zutomayo, Kenshi Yonezu, Official
Oh
Mm-mm.
Higedandism.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
because they're
Those
working
both.
almost always in idealization of things. Like if you see anime, of course, it's always superb and glamorous and over the top because
Hmm.
it is what it's supposed to be. It's like what they think of one thing is like the Victorian period or
Hmm.
this one time in history. They just think that it's something that's one-sided, one-dimensional.
Mm,
Or how
Sorry about that. My throat's actually starting to to break. Hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
That's
can't I can't say much about the topic because there's so many and so little to say.
To be honest,
I
I
mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
because
cool.
as stated, art can sometimes be a very broad thing to tackle.
Yeah,
art
art is a very broad thing to tackle.
art is anything and nothing at the same time.
Yes,
That sounds like a Zen thing.
okay. Mm-mm.
art is
It's balance
Buddhism.
though.
Art is also it has meaning, but it's also meaningless.
Buddhism is my art.
I mean, technically, I. We're not gonna go to philosophy, just not yet.
Not yet, not yet at
No,
least.
no,
Not
we
yet. It's
we're
gonna be too
we're
difficult to
stopping your
tackle.
gravy train right now, dear buddy.
what are the
I am so prepared. If we're
main
gonna talk about
ingredients
Zen, I'll
of
be
art?
so hyped.
I have no idea.
Yeah. What are the main? I just
Hmm.
thought of something after Won Hyun said Buddhism is my. What
Please,
is
Lamonica,
what
be
consti-
normal.
Can we just please?
What constitutes art?
Oh.
I mean,
That is the most nebulous thing you could question.
What
You keep
constitutes
opening
art?
doors to the void.
Oh.
Too bad,
I
my friends
really-
in the
Wait, we
voice
are
right
closing
now.
that door right now. You're asking what art is. You're artists. You think we know the answer? Really?
We already settled this. That
no, no.
art,
I mean, what constitutes what?
what do you mean by constitute? What are the
Oh yeah.
elements
Okay.
of art? The fucking some
Okay,
fundamentals?
What are the
we
ele-
can't really go into like what
Yes.
constitutes arts because no, constituting
It's
art is
art.
kind of
That's
going
what it
into the theory of
is.
It is.
aesthetics.
It is.
It's
It
going to
is.
the theory of aesthetics.
It is what it is.
It's impossible to talk about
I will film myself throwing a urinal at your head, and I'll call it art.
that.
What
Wait,
is
wait,
art?
What?
no, no, no,
What's
no, no.
declared?
Wait, no, no, no. You know that. Okay, if people are familiar with the sequel to The Evil Within, right? The sequel to it, the part two.
What's that?
There is
No.
an artist there that uses corpses and blood, and it's really cool. I'm not kidding. They actually
What?
did that.
What was it?
It's
What was it?
there's an artist there's an antagonist in The Evil Within 2. The guy's an artist, right? But he uses the corpses of his victims and blood to make art. And
That
that
doesn't
and to be
sound
fair,
too far off.
Yeah, that,
it doesn't sound too far off
Wait.
until you actually see what I'm talking about.
there's a
Or
lot
just-
of people who use blood as the medium of painting.
Yes.
Yeah, the anguished man used his art
There
and
was
killed himself.
even character in Fallout 4.
I'm
If
looking at the
y'all know.
painting of Donald Trump, whose fucking paint medium
But yeah.
was period blood.
I'm
Oh
just
god.
curious.
Yep, there we go.
I don't know. I had this question since a while ago. Are acts of terrorism considered?
What the fuck,
no.
Lamonica?
What the fuck?
We're gonna close that
No,
door
We're
right,
gonna
right
close
again.
that door.
Close that door.
We're
You
not
close
gonna
that
answer
door,
that
I'll
question.
close you.
Pretend
We're
we
not gonna-
didn't. We're gonna pretend we didn't see that.
Lamonica, we cannot answer everything.
I will
really.
commit an act of
Unless in
terror
the span of an
just
The
hour.
because you
point
said
of
that
us
shit.
being human beings is we have limitations.
Okay.
Monica has none. Because
Okay.
he's not human at all. He's just a lemon.
No,
Okay.
This Lemonica has been replaced by the turtle, and the turtle's trying to integrate into human society.
The turtle is gone.
turtle is
If
gone,
it
bro.
touches you, if it touches you, you die.
It's like
Okay.
what's
By
this?
the way, the
Okay.
turtle's name is called Trash
no,
Bin.
poor
Named by
turtle.
I named my
Okay.
turtle Trash Bin.
So this is Trash Bin speaking, I'm gonna guess.
So this
Well,
is just
trash
trash
bin, may
bin.
we speak to
Okay.
the real Monica?
Monica
No, we
is-
don't want to speak to the real Lamonica.
Do you,
Why?
I
think
do.
I'd rather have the
I
real
thought
Lemonica
that's-
rather than someone who would just straight up ask, "What is our acts of terrorism considered art?" And then, huh?
Trash bin is an ISIL member.
Oh no.
He's been
Uh,
exposed.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
It's the okay.
I-
Monica, it's my turn to ask you a question since you asked questions of like doors that we don't want to open.
Who are you?
Why do you do art in the first place?
wait, what? I can't
he
hear you.
already answered that.
What? Wait. Let me continue the question. Why do you do art in the first place when you don't know or when you ask us for our own meaning of art or why do we do art?
Oh.
No, I'm asking
okay.
for.
No, don't avoid this question. We
Don't
must
avoid
know.
this
No,
question, bro.
I'm not avoiding it. I do art because I just want to.
Oh, that can't be enough. There has to be some explanation of sorts.
I
That's
do
nice.
art just to get it out of my
Actually,
head.
if you look at my art, there's nothing political with it. There's nothing.
Because
doesn't
it's
have to be.
basically abstract between a human and a pigeon.
Yes.
I can say that some of your art has kind of scares me, like thinking, what the fuck is he on?
And at
He's
one
like,
point,
it's like
at
he
one
took
point,
mushrooms.
I just find the concept interesting. I've drawn two hands reaching each other, and the hand is covered with human faces crying.
Oh, cool.
Yes, but then my parents thought I'm depressed or something.
No. Art shouldn't
I just find the concept. I just like the idea. I mean, like, I have those certain high moments where I just thought of random BS and I just draw it
I mean,
out.
like, I remembered those. I remembered having those stories with friends. Like, some of them drew like this. The endless abyss known as a river or some sort, something like that, right? And then their parents were like, "Are you okay?"
And then,
Like,
yeah,
and then they just explain, "It's just art."
yes. And then at one point, I've drawn 12 angels aiming javelins at first person.
That sounds like something like out
12
of the
angels.
Renaissance period.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then Da Vinci decided to try out what mushrooms feels like, and then that's his result.
Yeah, I mean, like, I enjoy it. Maybe some other people find it offensive.
I only make art
I
just
already
to get
lost
it out
track
of my
of this
head.
conversation, and
So, yeah,
I
I-
just sort of did this. I thought Lemonica
So
enjoyed
yeah, I
mushrooms.
make
Today I learned that the Monica actually took those mushrooms from Super
no.
Mario.
Oh yeah, fun fact, fun fact. No one, if you take mushrooms, nothing could detect it.
No, we're not going there.
No, we're closing the door right again.
Oh yeah, we'll close that door.
We're
That was-
pushing you out the door and then close it.
You know, Monica, I can just kindly open the door for you and gently
push you
kick
out.
you out. And
No. What do you mean gently? What do you mean
gently
gently?
kick by
He's
biting
Gently
gonna
around.
kick you out
Lemonica.
because we still respect this bitch.
He's gonna
No,
fondle
no.
Lemonica while he's pushing him out.
What do you, okay, which is more respectable, a gentle kick or a Sparta kick?
A Spartan kick.
I think I'd like the Spartan kick.
Yes,
There you
because
go.
you are a
See,
bloody
don't give it to
masochist.
him. He wants it. That's exactly
what-
what he wants.
Yo,
Don't
is
give him
that
what he
what
wants.
we're into?
As you stated.
He's a masochist.
Yo,
Yeah, are you M? Are you?
I mean, I
Please,
enjoy playing
please
Dark
don't answer
Souls.
that question. Please,
You
please,
enjoy
please
playing
don't.
what?
No.
enjoy
Wait,
playing
wait,
Dark
answer
Souls.
me.
Well,
Wait,
that's
what?
already
And
obvious.
I'll save you.
What's the question?
I thought you
Are
said
you
you
an
enjoy playing Black Souls.
No, Dark Souls.
Dark
Oh,
Souls. It's the
oh, and
game
I
where you
thought, are you into that?
it's the game where you die a lot. Okay, I enjoy the frustration.
I mean, the point of frustration is to get up and do it again.
I
Yes,
No,
I enjoy
I
the frustration.
I don't know how to feel about that because you have a death fetish now. Now that I just realized that.
no.
I,
Dark Souls made that
Fucking,
fetish. That's the problem.
fucking necrophile.
not a necrophile. I think
No. He doesn't do that to the corpses. He likes to get killed
he likes to
and
get
then
killed.
goes
What is
back
it
to do it
called?
again.
Killing self fetish.
I like how that's the
Open,
first
oh,
thing.
oh,
that
open
that
this door,
sausage
open
goes
that
for.
door. How about I open up your past and see what's actually wrong with you?
Can we just get
I
his
shall
master
take you.
keys to those doors and just like
Can we just like
incinerate them and smelt them into
can we
something
just
useful like
merge
a
you and the
key?
turtle together? Can we merge Lemonic and Trash Bin to create Trash Lemon?
I would
it's
like
lemon
that.
bin or trash. Yes.
Yes.
Trashica just
Trashonica.
sounds read.
Trashica.
That sounds like
Sounds
that
like-
sounds like a
sounds like
chick. That's so meta.
Oh my
Trashica.
god! Trashica is just so goddamn trashy.
That's the best way to insult a bimbo.
No, don't.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
well then we already murdered the topic twice fold.
Don't
Nice.
worry.
Great.
But like, yeah.
I promised you at the
I just
beginning.
had
I
this
would...
random question because of the fact that since Lemonica opened the topic about masochism and shit, I just thought about this. It's BDSM art.
Oh, yeah, we're going to
Wait,
the.
what?
You want us to
we're going
kick
the
you out of the door
industry.
too?
I mean, I can. I have the admin
I'm,
permission.
I'm inclined to answer your question.
And same goes for you, Wakio. You have the permission to kick him out.
Huh? You want us to lock you out too? You want to be in the sex dungeon with Lamonica?
Okay, never
Coach?
mind. I don't want to be in that shit. I'd rather be sent to the void alone.
Sure, we'll send you to the abyss. The Monica will join you.
No,
I
no,
will
no, no.
follow you. I will.
No, don't worry. We'll actually take care of La Monica. We just have to find the disposable bin for
You have
radiation.
to find the last piece of the trash bin, and then
Oh
combine
yeah, we're
the
looking
two of
for the
them.
trash can segregation where it's not the fact that he can be recycled. Where's the biohazard trash can?
I don't think biohazard enough. You have to put him in the place where all the nuclear
He's a
fuel
lemon
is.
though.
He's a
He
lemon.
can rot.
No, he's a
he's the
mutated
problem.
lemon.
Yeah, he's a mutated
Oh.
lemon. He can never rot.
He's essentially fused
The
with
more
a-
he rots, the much
He
worse
cannot
he
rot.
gets.
Are you God? Or something?
He's fused with a turtle at this point, so he's basically God
Yeah.
at this point.
Okay.
I was
telling-
about to say something bad. I'm sorry.
Oh my
The
god.
mutant ninja turtles have got to
Yeah,
him.
Goki,
No.
you have
I was
given
a-
me the
Well-
next drawing idea.
No, I was about to say that
Thank
like
you.
I was about to say that did your brain like shrink to the size of a turtle head, bro?
No, it shrank to a Richard from the Amazing World of Gumball.
Don't be a Richard.
No, it shrank to a lemon.
The lemon's a bit too generous.
It's a lemon
No,
seed,
it's
bro.
too generous. That's why I talked about the Richard.
A lemon
the tiniest
seed.
microscopic brain ever to exist.
The big
Like his
brain.
penis.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, but anyway.
I don't know. Imagine that.
Going.
Please stop.
I'm pulling us back from the void. Going back to the topic. Shut down this Jumanji right now. What is your art experience? There.
I mean, yeah, we haven't gone
a
to. Let's go to
non-nebulous
first master.
question.
Let's go to the first master if she has.
Hmm?
I mean, like the first master you draw, right?
No.
No, okay. So,
I'm like, I don't.
okay, Senti, what's your first experience when it comes to like starting off?
Starting
Again?
off like in
Yeah.
general, like starting off in
Yeah,
art or
yeah,
just
just
in
starting off
digital?
when you got interested in doing art
Mm-mm.
or like sketches and such.
Well, if it's just like non like back when I was a kid, like I just draw for like fun and stuff, and then my mom would just roast me for it, even though she still lets me draw. She's like,
Damn.
she would legit
Ah.
say, "Ano yan, pangit yan." Then still lets me get art materials.
Sorry, what? She went.
Wow.
Ang pangit niya.
Pangit lang, pero
Damn.
okay.
I like that logic.
I like that
Yeah.
logic. You're.
I do.
It's kind of like what's this? Son, your art is trash. Let me buy you some markers.
You poor soul. Let me just buy you some better material so you can actually learn better.
It's
But
kind
but
of
like
the
but like
logic.
but like if it's like in a sense of like starting off in a well quote unquote professional way, that's a different story now.
Yeah, it's a different story. We can't go there because we are not professionals.
You define professional as earning money.
Yes.
Hmm,
Hmm.
For me.
somewhat, I guess.
People
But like,
called me professional. I don't even earn money.
I mean, technically, professional can just go for like, with most experience though.
Yeah.
Yeah, a professional is basically someone who's experienced the most. Yeah, but like when you describe like professional, kind of like in not in a profession, not in a that's not in a job type manner. I
Yes.
guess so. Yeah, since you know,
Yeah.
I guess so.
Then what? Then what's
Monica, if you're gonna do another nebulous
no
question,
no
we're
no
just
no no.
gonna lock
If
the
we're
Then
door.
gonna do,
then
if
what's
you
with
are, I will gladly open this door.
what's with the
Okay, yeah, yeah.
amateur? I mean, amateurs could be good,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
like
Amateur.
exceptionally good.
okay, normal question.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
like
yeah.
let's say an amateur painted the Mona Lisa. He's still an amateur, right? Call him
But
Yeah.
like the question is the manner of
what's
how
the
such.
bar between amateur and professional?
If you earn money,
Yeah.
So then,
Wait, what? Why is it suddenly quiet?
Yeah, I was
oh,
about to
I
ask the
thought
same thing.
Because I was waiting for you to finish,
I thought
Lamonica.
my
You're
feed
supposed to finish.
I thought my feed cut. That's why I was waiting.
Ah, too bad.
uh,
Neither of us
But
can
yeah,
finish yet.
but yeah. So technically, if if let's say Leonardo da Vinci never sold his art, or Donatello or Michelangelo, they never sold their art, they would be considered as
Hmm.
not professionals.
yes, he would be called an amateur
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
people elevate him to that.
So does that mean professionalism to have money earned from,
Hmm.
If
and
you're in the market,
also
if you're in the market,
does it
yes.
require does it but let's say you're a trashy artist but then you get paid for it.
I mean,
Let's say trashy
I've seen people
stickman
interpret
trashy.
that case where people just scribble something and they already consider it as art, right? Well, like people who
No,
Yes.
no.
went heart and soul
Let's say no, no,
has
no.
less, I don't know, has less impact.
Let's say he lacks the technique or such, and he makes money off it. Would he be a professional? Like
It would be.
constant
He
commission.
is a prof. That's literally just it. He makes money
Mhm.
because that's just what this
Mhm.
system is about.
I mean, yeah. Yet.
It's
I'm
it's
kidding.
hobbyistic
Oh
and
boy.
amateurish because well, this is regular and consistent.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
every Sunday.
the best day every week of the rest day by God, Sunday.
That makes it a hobbyist art. We are consistent, but we don't earn anything. An amateur is just he just does it when he wants to.
Hmm.
What if someone donates? What if someone does it as a
What
Oh,
professional?
Does it at what?
donation?
Instead
Of
of
course, it
he
would
doesn't
still be
accept
amateur
payment.
art.
He'll
Yeah.
but he donates it. It's been recognized. Let's say it wins best art of the. Let's say he wins a Plaridel award.
I
What do you
think
call that
that would
award?
still count as professional because there's recognition already.
Yeah. There's
So
a
Yes.
so there's a
Bec-
matter of fact of recognition.
yeah, because
But the-
recognition already gives off a meaning to being a professional.
So
yeah.
in
If it's
so
a
in,
if
in
it's a professional artist, but then he makes a donation, he's
It would
still a
still be
professional, of
professional.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, let's say and you won. Yeah, no, I mean like you won the
Okay.
highest award in art. What's the highest award in art in
That's
Philippines?
that makes you even more of a professional.
Eh,
And you haven't made any money. Would you be a professional?
yeah, yeah.
No.
Because
You
Let's
do.
because no, it was already given recognition as said. I mean,
but
yeah.
Yeah, a lifetime pension.
let's say we cut the money part out. There,
You're still a professional because you are recognized, and the
Yeah.
future is now, old man.
yes.
Professional because you will that
Yeah,
your career has started.
Also,
yeah.
there's also the validation of a higher authority that makes it a professional as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I pretty much just I pretty much uprooted the fact that you just need paid to be a professional.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what we've been trying to say all this time.
No, you
because here's
haven't.
the thing: when you're paid as a professional, that's something that's different from actually gaining the recognition. Because that's another skill ceiling that you have to reach.
Yeah.
Because not even professionals will reach that standard. That if they become national artists, that will take decades of dedication to even reach. And at that point, you will become so recognized that your art now has a lot of value.
The youngest national artist was only 32, I believe.
Vic,
Oh.
ay. Wait. I just found. Okay, I'm gonna get some milk.
You just
No, I
doxed
gotta
him,
get
you
some
piece
milk.
of shit.
The fuck?
I had. Oh my goodness. No, you doxed him.
What? No, you screamed his name.
Why did you?
No, I gotta get milk.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
What the
No,
fuck did you do?
you doxed him by
What's this? My tea wasn't very sweet.
We doxed him indirectly.
Why? I like now that I'm the only person being doxed now.
I'm sorry.
It's all returning now. The void is coming back.
The reason I'm
The void is after you.
Alright.
Okay.
You wanna,
Void can come and get me.
other than the fact that I need to put something in my tea, what am I
The void
looking
has
at here,
grown
cocaine?
legs.
What?
Oh,
Look at the
no.
video. It's Jollibee.
Why? Wait, I know, I saw it.
God
I
is
saw it.
dead. What do you want me to put? I restarted my PC and I have no idea what I'm gonna put.
Is Jollibee art? We're gonna.
Jollibee art.
No, let's not go
That's,
there. Please.
Let's not go there.
We're not gonna go to industrial type stuff.
Okay, let's go
I
back
was
a
about
bit.
to
So
jump there.
no.
Yeah, but where are we
You're
going
asking
with
that.
no.
You're asking that. And you've already
Okay.
asked some of the weirdest shit that has been asked in this podcast.
You've asked too much. Now you're asking privileges is not. Is
But
no
it's
longer
still
available.
reasonable shit.
It's not
I'm
reasonable
going to
shit.
mute you, LaMonica.
We can't
I'm
even
going to
consider it
mute you.
reasonable.
I'm sorry.
You can server mute him, by the way.
Oh, with pleasure.
No.
We are going to cut you out.
Get this milk.
We'll get back to you, Senti. We'll just throw LaMonica out under the bus.
No, why under the bus? The bus will stop. We need to throw him into the void. But the void will split him back, so where can we throw him now?
We're gonna give him to you.
No. I reject him
We're
too.
gonna give him to you and then throw you out.
Why we're throwing me out?
Because you're with him. You're embracing him.
I'm not. He's the one embracing me. He wants to
Exactly.
molest me. He wants to
heck?
molest all of us.
Why?
We're kicking both of you
Just
out.
going.
I
We're
will
using you as a
human
sacrifice.
I would like to be
Remember,
excluded from this
Mick,
narrative.
we will forever remember you as a really horrific friend.
We will salute you with our legs. Now get out of here.
And, uh,
I want that tape. Thank you.
Okay. So we've
Okay.
been going at it for a while. Unless you got
Well,
other
Yeah.
things to talk about, we can just end it right here.
We could go back
We could.
to to Lemonica, one of Lemonica's good questions, where is AI generated art
see,
considered
Oh
art?
my god.
I mean,
Well,
technically, there have been. I mean, from yesterday's conversation, right? It's just
I
people
mean,
where you can just basically merge between two faces and
Oh
make.
my god.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
I
technically.
mean,
Yeah, that's technically
the,
part of it.
I mean, y'all are
Because
acknowledging.
But
it's
that still has
basically
human input.
a program. Yeah,
That
it's a
still
Yeah.
has human
programming.
input. Like, I mean, let's say like an autonomous program. Here's one. I follow this YouTube channel of a algorithm, a robot, and a computer intelligence
Yeah.
where it creates music by
Mm.
itself. It just
And
creates
there's
music.
actually there's actually also another one called Project Murphy, where you basically put a search bar and then the AI develops the cursed images that comes out.
Oh yeah, yeah. The image background that I'm using right now is AI generated. Uh,
Yes,
Oh
AI
same.
wow.
hurt yourself, you won't regret it.
Hurt yourself, you won't regret
They're sending us a message. They're trying to get us to kill ourselves so the AI domination can finally happen.
it.
And
Okay.
then wait, does art human?
I like how Lemonica's just starting to cut off from space and time.
Here's the thing. I have to listen to music
Yes.
just so I can drown my ever living sorrow of the fact that we're talking to this individual right here.
I wish I could also listen to music, but unfortunately, I am the one who's running the podcast. If I play music, it will be heard.
Yeah, sadly.
Oh yeah. We're
And
gonna
then
get
I can't even play music because we're gonna be copyright
So you're
striked by
telling
like
me
six
I could
different
watch
companies.
yeah,
porn
we're
all
gonna get
this
fucked
time?
with.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we don't
No.
wanna hear you moan. Stop, no.
I
Okay.
have one
I want.
podcast where you just like
I'm
moan for a solid
Yeah.
minute.
Oh no.
Wait, you did? I
Fuck.
can't
Well,
remember that.
No, don't do it, don't do it.
Don't.
I won't do it.
Don't.
I'm not in the mood for
That
it.
podcast will be the last time
I
you're gonna
know.
do it, okay? Okay.
We'll
I'm
use
not
that
in
as
the.
a base
I'm not
And
that
this is
much
the
in the
last
mood
time we ever
either.
heard of Cindy, the
Okay.
if
first
they
master.
donated
Oh,
500 pesos.
So it's just
We'll
us
give
guys
them a
now.
I'm going to shoot someone.
Actually, I want to go back
If
to
it's
the.
okay,
Yes.
I
yeah,
want to
let's
go
go
back to the
back to the topic.
professional versus amateur. Like,
Yeah.
there's well, validation's part of it, of course, because of course the recognition of higher authority is like there's like this certain confidence that you get when you're validated. For okay,
Sorry.
I'm just gonna speak on this on my own experience. So I never considered myself as a professional artist until last year, around late last
Hmm.
year.
Okay.
So I usually do like commissions for like for my friends, and people would say like, oh, so you're professional. It's like no, I'm technically an amateur at the time, but when
Hmm.
because I okay, just for people who's familiar with my stuff, I do a lot of fan art on Twitter. So when a major company, will not name drop, a major company that I'm a huge fan of, like their like boss or like their CEO, like or head, just DM'd me. It's like, yo, can you do like 15 artworks for us in exchange for like monetary value? It's like yes, like I was like my fucking world stopped, and I was like yes. And then that point on, it's just that there's like a certain period, like am I technically a professional artist, since I've I have this like work experience and like stuff that like validates or gives it that confidence or assurance that I've worked in the industry rather. And
You wouldn't
just to
really know until you're there, right?
yeah, you
If
won't
you're a
really
professional.
Hmm.
yeah, it's going back to the what separates professional and amateur. You won't really know until you're confident. That's also another basis.
I mean, like, I really when really going to the topic of art, sometimes I really think of some literature wise as well, because that's also one category of art.
Yeah.
Although even film as well, because I was just starting to think of hmm I'm just looking at this Charlie Chaplin film. It's a beautiful art.
Which one? Or the one who pretended to be Hitler?
No, 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 no. Oh, the Great Dictator.
Yeah.
The dictator. Yeah. Oh no, it
Yeah,
was.
the dictator.
It was no. What's this? Modern times. Sorry. Oh, my throat.
Hmm.
I think there's even. I think we can also go to that movie. I forgot the name. It's Hugo, I think. Where it was the invention of a writer, or of a machine that's writing something. I just can't remember the plot though, because the
Are
kid
we-
was actually.
Is this another segue going back to the AI?
I mean, no. It's kind of like plots in the movie, but it
Mm.
then went to. I really don't. I really don't know what I was talking about. Because the movie Hugo is still kind of a blur to me. But what I remembered about it was um this machine that started writing. But I just forgot what. It was his father's. It was his father's invention.
Mm.
It was, I think, a message for his son when he passed away.
Oh.
That's why he became an orphan, and then it led him to a film industry, and that's it. I didn't know the message to the movie because that's all I knew. Like about films and stuff.
Film is an entire different universe or entire
Of,
different
like,
like umbrella.
Of no, defining art. Yeah.
Yeah.
Art is
We're
not gonna
very
get into
nebulous.
that.
We're not gonna get into that, bro.
Yeah. I'm not.
I
I'm
don't-
not cool with that.
Apparently, Lemonica has phased out of our reality and has entered a different one. You can't hear us anymore.
Pepe Le Pew has,
We really
Pepe Le
did
Pew has
to
finally found
kick
him.
him out through the void. I wonder where he is now.
Peppa is in Pepe Le Pew's dungeon.
He's in Cambodia.
Are you with us? Are you still with us?
Hello,
No.
I'm
Monica,
back.
are you in Myanmar?
Wait.
I think
We
he's
gotta make.
losing his health.
You
No,
can
no,
hear
we
us.
gotta make. We gotta
Someone
make
call
sure.
Pepe Le Pew again.
No. We gotta make sure if it's the real Lamont or not. Are you a turtle?
I live in an aquarium.
It's the real Lemonica.
Aha, it is the turtle.
Oh,
It's the real Lemonica, never mind. Someone get the gun.
Someone get the taser.
Why you gotta commit a
Get
crime?
the elephant gun. We're gonna
Quick,
need all
get
the
the pepper.
firepower.
The stun
Get
gun,
the pepper
bro.
spray.
I'll spray you with
What?
Wait, I don't
Go
think
to
it's
the
the
penis
turtle. I
sucking
think it's
classes.
Pepe Le Pew because he said I will spray you.
I'll spray you with Tudor blood.
Oh no, it's Pepe Le
Aha!
Pew.
Yep, it's Pepe Le Pew.
It's the trash bin. Who's actually Pepe Le Pew?
It just
Walala,
unzipped.
I will spray you with
It's going to be that Scooby Doo.
from
Trash bin?
Tudor.
And then you remove trash bin's mask. Pepe Le Pew?
There's like 50 masks until you get to rape.
Second doxing of this podcast.
Look, we don't even know what the real name is, man.
Is there
All
no
I
trash
said
bin?
was I needed milk in my
Do I
tea.
get the
What did Lamonica say?
He went back to the void, bro.
are you,
The boy Pepe Le Pew's taking him back. What the fuck did you say, Senti? Is that a Dalek?
Okay.
Wait, I think I know who the. Is this a Hollywood personal?
Yeah, this is Ezra Miller. I think Ezra Miller.
I don't
Ezra
know.
Miller. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's a Dalek.
Alright, is there any topics more or less? Otherwise, we just gotta end it now.
We're just gonna end it, bro. I don't wanna go to another void, bro.
Look. Lamonica's
No,
already
it's-
given
Yeah,
us so
don't. Yeah,
many
you can't
rabbit
go to the
holes.
void. LaMonica's in there.
Not too bad. We've been
Yeah,
sent
and
to so
cocaine.
we've been sent to so many rabbit holes because of Lamonica's carrot.
But I do have to say though, some of the rabbit holes are really good, but he was opening them too
Yes.
fast, so we couldn't really build up with it.
Yeah, because he decided to jump getting one
If we
carrot
had
to
a
get the others.
chance to build, oh, this could have been a longer podcast. But then we're now just like running, gasping, like think of it. Lemonica is a slave driver. He has a whip. He's chasing us through a marathon.
Okay. I was expecting like Lemonica's true self was the monster princess from One Punch Man season 2. Except the best part is we're immune to her abilities because it's
Lemonica
just
is
someone.
actually Marquis de Sade.
Oh no.
Marquis de
no.
Sade.
I will throw you in my sex
Hello.
chateau,
I
and then
have
we will
evaded
lock you there for
Napoleon.
120 days until you die.
I have
And then I
evaded-
will write poetry on your hips using my own shit.
We're gonna do the
Imagine
task
it.
of
I will-
Amontillado, but instead of
One
like
Yon. I will
line-
write
but instead of what the
piece
fuck
about
is this?
you and
That's some interesting things. I'm glad that the chat can see this. That people can see this.
Mhm.
Well, anyway, I'm guessing that we should end the podcast now before we descend into more degeneracy and
Yun.
somehow.
and more.
That's a
and,
good
and
idea.
basically, it's turning into an anthill with many tunnels.
Yeah. We're basically
Yeah.
turning into a goddamn. We're basically going to hell. We're in the ninth circle of hell, and we don't want to go to the 10th, which is Satan's butthole.
I will.
Anyway,
What's in the 11th? Oh, that's
Ooh.
easy. That's
Hmm.
Satan's sex dungeon.
That's
No, no, no.
Lamonica.
The 11th is
Can I
Lemonica.
have one?
The
one
11th
last
is
word.
Lamonica.
Are we gonna put it on
Okay,
Patreon or something?
let's let Lemonica speak. What's your one last thing?
What's the last thing you're going to say to
What's
us
the last
before I
word
kick
before
you
we
out
shoot you in the
personally?
head?
Oh no.
As Marquis de Sade, I want to write book One Yon and Marie Antoinette.
Can you just say why Marquis de Sade? Marquis de Sade. Say it properly.
Marquis de Sade.
Marquis. I'm going to call the French just so they can
Marquis.
crucify you. They're gonna do the weird sex things that Marquis de Sade did to
Marquis
his
de
people.
Sade.
Anyway, before this descends into hell, goodbye. Thanks to everyone who listened. Thank you for sticking around this long. To the 2 viewers who stayed strong.
No, we're not making it long this time.
We have not made
No,
a
no, no, no,
mini
like-
pros
like
process.
like one of the viewers, right? One of them stayed so long, but we didn't realize it. They actually killed themselves.
Well, anyway, thank you for listening. Hope you enjoy this podcast.
No, dude, the
We'll be back
computer
by
is just
next
open.
week,
He's actually
hopefully.
dead.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes.
Anyway, so this has been your host, Papa Cocaine Sausage, and
We're gonna get
The
canceled.
first master, I no.
Your fellow man that regrets staying in this world and decide to go to the next.
Yes. And then yours
Bill-
truly, your
Yours truly, my ass. I hate you right now.
your cult master, your cult leader, slave
No.
driver.
No, no,
Oh,
no, no, no.
end it.
it's Trashica,
And
it's
then-
Trashica.
And
Alright,
and-
goodbye.